come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Down. 8, 3, 5, 5. Come.
Now Williams throwing on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
23 yards the pickup there.
Bravo. 10 logo. 3, 218, jump.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
90 Wolf. 54. Gotta do better. Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
15 line. 15 line. Let's go.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
52.
You don't want nothing.
You're out.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Watch the eyes.
Like, 22 speed grip.
Operating from the gun. Williams able to get this to Gordon. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. He'll drop to throw. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd down, Elliott.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Williams. And an alley to run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, G.
These two teams all tied after one.
Set 50, plant.
54 miles. I'm coming.
Get it.
On first down, it's Elliott. Power running by Zeke. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Williams now throwing to start the drive. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
That's going to be a long day. That's going to be a long... Hey, echo. 55 is Mike, guys, 55. Hey. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go.
Back to throw. Williams. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Rolling to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Team six. Ready?
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll drop to throw. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Sanders' kick is good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Steps away to his left. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Alert flare.
Now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
94. Bristol travel. Hey, box drop.
51, Mike 51.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here. Didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 10th carry now for Elliott. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
All day, baby, all day. Slam. 6-6, pull it high. Let's go.
Here's Williams on 3rd and 2. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 39 that time. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
52's the mic.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Great solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman. Able to get a hand in.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Williams from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The quick throw caught by Sharp. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 17, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Pilot, 64, weak. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Okay, exit.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Watch the back. Check. Yo, Jackrabbit, come on. Speed grip.
Again, it's Elliott. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Williams to throw on third down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That is caught by Sharp. Touchdown, Miami. Tajay Sharp, his fourth touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as it kicks away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
$12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That good for 22 and a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Now a Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. And 1st and goal, Drake. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Trent Sherfield, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drop. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And now he'll tuck. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. Running, it's Drake. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. And they will take a knee here.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Miami, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New England, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.